It is now 6:30 and I am calling our meeting to order. We have one addition. We're going to put it down between items 10 and 11. This is for a first-class liquor license request. And that is our one addition. There are no deletions this evening. We are now going to review the Selectboard Minutes for November 3rd, 2025. Entertain a motion.
Move that we accept them as written.
Second.
Okay. We have a second from Ann. Thank you very much. We are now going to review. If you notice anything, please speak up.
She's up there.
Thank you. Okay. Hearing nothing brought up. All those in favor of accepting the minutes?
Aye.
So moved. The pay orders we have are from November 18th, 2025. Sandy? Oh, so Phil will not be here, okay. We have, is the amount here the correct amount for the pay orders?
Yes.
So the amount is $89,792.23. Do I have a motion?
I would move to pay the pay orders.
Okay. Second?
I'll second that.
I have a question.
Sure.
There's an item about halfway down for Robert Bride, the martial arts program, for $20. And I'd like to know what that was for. I understood we approved him using the building and that he would charge for classes, but I didn't think there were other expenses.
So what we agreed to run, he's gonna collect funds from people who attend
Right.
and then give them to the town clerk. And then once a month, he would invoice her that same amount, so it's a wash.
Oh.
But in order for the program, we agreed for it to be a rec program.
I remember
If he's
that.
gonna collect money, it needs
Yeah.
to go through the town.
Okay.
So whatever he collects, he gives to Jill at the end of the month. He'll send her an invoice for the same amount.
So he collected $20.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
Has he started his classes? Has he actually held a class yet?
Yes,
Okay.
yep.
Does he announce them anywhere? I haven't seen anything about it.
He did a little bit, yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it in Front Porch Forum or anything?
I think it was on Front Porch Forum.
Yeah, I didn't see
I
it.
don't remember seeing it.
Who did the minutes?
Glenn was, and then Ann seconded it. I was taking notes.
What?
Carolyn took the minutes.
Ah, there you go. I can take a night off from now on.
No, you can miss the first 2 minutes.
Are there any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the pay orders?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, moving on. We are at, well, we do not have a road commissioner report this evening. Is there anything, is there anything else you know of, Sandy?
Mr. Sorelli's here for a road issue. I thought Phil was coming back, but I just spoke to him on the phone, and you can explain your issues with the board, but he said he would be down there in the morning to meet with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
So should I?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, first, I'm Anthony Sorelli. I live at 120 Carriage Road. My wife and I moved here, it'll be 10 years in February. We moved from Rutland to Wallingford. I was working in Manchester and did the commute from Rutland to Manchester for 10 years before we moved here. So, it really helped, minus 18 stoplights getting through Rutland and the one here in Wallingford. But anyhow, for the 9 years that we have been here, I've graciously been very pleased with the fact that where we live on Carriage Road, there's a lot of runoff and there's a lot of water, and we have a gully and we have a ditch. And every year, every summer, the town would come through and they would have like a brush hog on one of their tractors, and they would come through and they would help to clear the gully. Not all the way through, but just enough to, keep things down, and I do a lot of work myself. But this year, I did not notice any cleaning, any clearing. And on September 3rd, I submitted an email to Julie Sharon because she was retiring. I didn't realize she had already retired. And Sandy replied to me, but I basically asked for that request for the brush cutting to be done. I know that somewhere during the course of September, they were also working on there was a culvert that was being replaced on Nottingham, so that was being taken care of. And when I was out walking around, I saw one of the town workers, and I said, are they planning to come through and with the brush cutter and do some, brush cutting? And they said, we've got it on our list, but we haven't been able to do it. So the culvert was completed, and just before, I didn't realize that the road was going to be done, which I'm thankful for because Carriage was an unbelievable mess. So they came through with a contraption that was on one of a bucket loaders or something, and it literally just delimbs stuff. It looks like a bomb comes through and just takes out, which, fine, they needed to do that in order to pave. So they put everything back. So I thought that they would at least come through and maybe do, my ditch gully at the same time. They did not. I'm thankful that they didn't use that particular tool. The one they usually use, just, it's almost like just cutting the tall grass. So on the 8th of October, I submitted another email. I sent it to Sandy. She had actually printed it and brought it over to Steve at the garage. And basically I just asked, just let me know, is it going to be done? Because if it's not going to be done, I already went through once and did a lot of clearing myself. It took me several hours. Not getting any younger, it was hard work, but anyhow, I just wanted to know if someone could get back to me from the road commission, are they going to be able to do that for me? And about another week after that, I emailed, Sandy again and said, I've heard nothing but, crickets with regard to that being done. So I'm coming here tonight just wanting to, I just wanted to express that all I'm looking for is communication. And I'm trying to get that cleared so it doesn't get so overgrown that I can't even, do that. One of the things I did notice when they paved, they raised it up, about 8 inches with, with the macadam on the one side of our house. And I try to, go between the road and my yard where the ditch is. And I almost flipped my tractor because it's so. But I can handle that, but I was just hoping that we could, at some point in time, get that ditch, cleared. There's several areas going down along Carriage. So anyhow,
Well, it sounds like Phil should be out seeing you very soon.
that's what it sounds like.
If for some
So-
reason things don't get resolved, please let us know.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for hearing me.
Yeah,
I really do
you're
appreciate
talking
it.
about just very limited pavement come up and it's not even with the,
No, so, usually when, paving is done, they tear up the old pavement and
Right,
then put
yeah.
down a new layer. This, they just put, new pavement right over the top of it. And they did it so it would grade kind of away from the ditch. And when they did that, they raised it up in one section. It's up about this much. And then the ditch goes here, so there's a small swath that I do with my tractor, my lawnmower.
so this is
Right,
like
tractor.
the grading hasn't been completed.
Well, I'm not even worried about that because the paving's done. What I'm more concerned about is going down into the gully. They usually have, it's an attachment that goes onto the tractor that lowers down.
Oh,
and
that,
it
yeah.
literally just cuts.
Our tractor broke this year.
But it got fixed, though.
You're not alone.
I think it got fixed, correct?
Yeah, it did.
It got fixed.
It got fixed.
But they're behind,
but
yeah.
There was
Yeah,
a
they're
lot
behind.
that got missed.
Yeah.
There's.
But there was no communication.
Yeah.
That's all I was looking
Yeah.
for was communication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
anyhow, I do appreciate you.
we'll pass it on
Thank
to
you very
the
much.
people
Yeah.
who make those things happen.
Phil said he's gonna go out there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Okay,
All right.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So moving on. And that, I think, takes care of road commissioner report for this evening. Moving on to our honorable mentions. We'd like to make an honorable mention about Wallingford Thrift for donating thousands of dollars in Hannaford and Family Dollar gift cards to the town and Wallingford Elementary School for distribution. And we'd also like to mention the Wallingford residents for their generosity in donating food and other items along with cash to the food shelf in recent weeks. And to Donald Elder for completing a 5-year project to digitize Green Hill Cemetery records.
Can I push us back to the road commissioner report, just to get an
Sure.
update on sand shed?
Yes.
stuff?
Oh, sure, sorry about that.
No, it's, I actually
quickly.
was like, when do I do this one? Seemed like a good time.
Yes.
So, Phil had found a company, some nearby town, I think had used them. Not a town, but some private guy to put up a post barn. It's actually a construction company based in Pennsylvania, but they work up here. It's within their territory. So I did a little looking on them. It's called Whitetail LLC. They seem good. I also got a recommendation on this. I think his name is Ben Carpenter over in Castleton. He seems good. I got another name today called Farm Tech. Another that does these metal sheds.
That's called Farm Tech?
Farm Tech. I was in the car actually, and I was talking to the guy in Tinmouth, and he gave me the name. So I haven't looked at that at all yet. And I'm meeting with Phil and Steve Wednesday morning, and I actually did, this is just a printout, but I did a 3D rendering of the shed as
Oh, great.
as it is specified in our RFP.
Oh,
And I'm
great.
gonna sit down with them with this drawing and go through it and say, okay, let's finalize, like, this is exactly what you want. Because it seemed like some other things were creeping in last time we talked about it.
Yeah.
And then, once we get the finalized, I think the plan is to do, and if the RFP has to change, it has to change. But then maybe put it out to bid to some of these companies that just do the metal structures,
Prefabricated,
and see if what kind of
Okay.
feedback we get from them.
Nice.
So, that's where we are.
Thank you so much for the update.
Could I
Okay.
comment on
Yes.
one of the honorable mentions? Last week, the Historical Society did a presentation on Green Hill Cemetery. And Mr. Elder presented. Apparently, he's been working on cemetery issues for years. And unfortunately, he's been working with a team. Another fellow was there, but I didn't get their names. So our recognition should be that he led the team. And they started with the Tory. There's a stone in the cemetery that just says Tory. They don't have his name, but during the Revolutionary War, he tried to sneak through Wallingford from Manchester, a crime. And he was killed without any identification. So he started from that and just started wanting to do the veterans so that if I guess school children go to the cemetery with flags and put
Yes.
them on all the veteran headstones.
Yep.
So he got all the veterans done and then just kept going so that every single grave in there is cataloged now.
Great.
And we'll have a full digital copy here with
That's excellent.
the town clerk.
Yeah, that's really great.
That's great.
Yes.
Did you go to the presentation?
I did, it was fascinating. Good turnout, about 50 people.
Well, that's,
great.
yeah, it's a
Wow.
good turnout. Yeah,
That's great.
awesome. That's great. Thank you.
Should do some of the other graveyards in town. I mean, seriously.
I know, yeah. So do we have public comments this
Yes, we
evening?
do. Heather's here.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk on behalf of Wallingford Day to first thank you guys for letting us hold bingo out there. And I wanted to update you guys on how bingo went to see if you guys are willing to still let us keep it up there. So doing it for our first time, it was wonderful. We had, even with the weather the way it was, we still had over 20 people come.
Wow.
And we had enough spots for 60. And we made a very good profit. I will not say the exact amount, but but it was over 200, I'll put it that way.
Oh, good.
Great.
Fabulous.
So we were thinking if we could keep it kind of like this third Friday, like what we just did, and just try to keep it that way, as long as it doesn't interfere with something else. If it does, then we'll move it to whatever.
Okay.
What do we do about the machines? Were there some machines that we were supposed to use?
So the machines are currently behind, they're still upstairs, they're behind the back curtain on the stage.
Okay,
So they're hidden, but they're not blocking the stage at all.
yeah. So that works, just leave them there and that's?
Yeah, I went up there with Jill and she told me that's an okay spot, so.
Okay.
Okay. Any other?
No.
Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, sounds
I'm
good.
glad you had a
to us.
turnout.
Yeah.
Yes. it
I was wondering with the weather.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a good turnout with how the weather was,
Yeah.
so excellent.
And I just wanted to get it in ahead of time so then we can advertise it more for the
Sounds
season.
good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Glad it went well.
Thanks.
Yes,
Thanks for
Thanks,
letting us know.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Heather.
have a good evening.
You too.
Okay. We are on to the boy with the boot 3D replica. And it looks like we've had two presentations. Jason Gabori of Northeast 3D Solutions was at our November 3rd meeting. His company will do 95% of the work at a cost, including painting, not to exceed $10,000. In September, Tyler McNanny presented with a collaborative approach for the 3D replica with Vermont Technical College doing the 3D scan and massive dimension printing the replica, and Arcana Workshop handling artistic finishing. The cost range of that is between $14,375 to $23,500. And so, do we feel we have enough information to make a decision? Just to let you know, there's about $5,000 in the Boy with the Boot Fund. We'd either have to fundraise the balance, budget the balance, or include a special article on the town meeting warning. So first, are we ready to make a decision?
I just have a question. Mr. Gabori said his quote included everything but the final painting of it.
Right.
So it would be one color.
Yes.
And we'd have to find an artist to do it.
Right.
So that's an additional cost on top
No,
of.
that'll be done for free. Painting it?
Because we'll need somebody to put in the,
Huh?
the final painting will have to be a detail-oriented painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of people right in Wallingford that would be happy to do it.
The final cost included the painting.
Huh?
The final cost included the painting. And
Then-
what is-
What is the 5% of the work that is not complete?
He said 5% of the work is not done in-house. All the work's done in-house except the painting, that he sends that up to
Oh.
me.
Yeah.
Or she comes down from me or some, it's.
So we do
that's
have
what they-
somebody who will do
But
the
the
painting.
painting is included.
So painting is included,
Good, yeah.
including the finishing painting.
Oh,
Yes.
it's printed with color?
No, they painted
No,
after.
they paint it after, but they have a person who does it, and the person who does it, that cost is included in the $10,000.
Oh,
Great.
the
You have the-
$10,000 was the guy we heard the last time.
Yes, on the
I
November
liked him a
3rd.
lot, but I didn't hear the first people.
He
I
had
missed that
the,
meeting.
the gentleman who was just here had high-resolution 3D scanning for, I'm giving the higher range of each price,
Yeah.
1,500. Digital cleanup and engineering, 1,500, that's 3. And then full-scale 3D printing, 3,800, so that's $6,800. Post-processing, which is sanding, seaming, hosing, that was 1,000. And then painting
Great.
by professional partner, is estimated at 2,500.
Okay.
The whole thing is 10.
Yeah, I remember Sandy, you asked him, like, what would be the upper limit? And
Yes.
He thought 10 grand would.
Right, because I just wanted, the way that his estimate was, I added it all up and I said, so if we did everything, the max would be 10.
And I think the reason for the cost differentiation is that the more materials you use, the more expensive it is. The one being the collaborative approach would give us a structure that's 600 pounds.
Right.
So basically unmovable, and because there's so much more material involved, that's where all that extra.
And a different
cost
type
is
of
coming
material.
from. And a different type of material. By the one that's the 10,000, it's a different process, it's a different material, but it's much lighter, like 60 pounds
Well, it's like, I
instead
think
of
it's essentially like
600.
hollow, but he's got these support things inside it, so.
But it's also easy. It's the way he was explaining, like the structure of the materials, how it prints out, actually bonds and makes it a stronger thing, but it's much lighter.
And then there was also the option to have it, which I think had a higher cost if we did the legs and arms separate. So we could get them, if something were to happen to one, we wouldn't have to rebuild the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. I think the higher cost is still within the 10,000.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, I actually like both presentations, but
Yes.
the cost differential is kind of hard to ignore.
It is.
Considering we only have 5,000 and have to raise the rest.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked the first presentation. I also liked the second.
Yes.
I like the collaborative approach, especially engaging the Vermont Technical College students, which would be a great learning experience, and maybe we'd have some homegrown experts in 3D printing who want to stay here.
Right.
But I think you can't, I mean, the cost differential is huge.
Yes.
And both ones were all Vermont companies, so
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great to see what's available out there and how things have changed and what is available to do now that was not available before. It's great to see a good use of technology.
Yeah.
3D print a dump truck for us?
Yeah.
Oh, if only, Glenn. Wouldn't that be great?
You probably could.
No,
So-
they can, will it run is a different
Yeah,
story.
right.
Should
Pieces,
we
though.
make a motion for this one, do you think? Yes. So I make a motion that, we award, Northeast 3D Solutions, the contract to, do a 3D representation of the boy with the boot.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we're going with Northeast 3D Solutions for the work for the replica of the boy. Now we have to talk about the money. So we have 5,000, that leaves us short. So what do you think? Fundraising, put it in the budget, include a special article?
I got, we came under budget last year, $137,000. You know, what else are we over budget, or, you know, we're not spending it? I think that probably the best thing to do would be to fundraise it, you know, not even $5,000, right? And, but I don't think we have to. I think we can just spend money out of another.
So you think, put it in the budget?
Huh? You can put it in the budget, but, you know, this comes due next year in May or whatever.
Right.
We're gonna have to pay it, and it's gonna be a minus where that line is. Instead of plus 5,000, we're just gonna have to go over budget.
Go over budget.
Go over budget.
I mean, we could put it in the budget and fundraise. and
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Just
Well, you see,
the way we don't know what, like, we have some very expensive things coming up.
Yes.
We can't risk,
no,
And then the
I
only-
think that, you know, we can keep that line item, the boy in the boot, from year to year and continually have, costs, because we're gonna have other costs. We're gonna have to paint the tub. That's pretty bad shape.
True.
You know, so, but
Yeah. I was also, I kind of actually like the idea of the special article
What is that
as
exactly?
well. The reason why I like the special article is that you would put an article in the budget saying requesting town payers $5,000 for the boy in the booth. I know I, for one, I would have a yes check mark in that box before you could.
And at least then, because there are probably people in the town that don't think it's worth to spend that much money. So at least then you have the actual town's opinion, not just some people's.
So when you say special article, that's something that's on the ballot?
Right.
essentially?
Yeah, it would be,
Okay.
it would be
Well,
one of the
we don't need-
articles
Okay.
that we bring up at the March town meeting.
And would it, I mean, would you say that we're just gonna include that in the budget, or does it actually like assess like a
It
small?
would, it
It would
would,
be separate.
it would
So-
be an Article 2, or
If they-
whatever it was,
Yeah.
Article 7, shall the town authorize $5,000 to
Okay,
the boy in the boot replica?
okay.
Yes or no? Yes?
I know for me,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's like an immediate yes.
And
And
it
that way
also, it also gives the
That's, I think,
citizens
is
something to
important.
think about besides complaining about it.
But
You know-
considering with taxes will be increasing, you know, not just with ours, but we just know as time goes,
Uh-huh.
at least that way we have, look, the majority of you voted for this, we didn't just frivolously spend the money that way.
Mhm.
That it
Sure.
was something the town wanted.
Yeah.
The only thing is if
Right.
we have to, if we are rewarding these people, do we have to say this is contingent upon this passing?
No,
Oh, no,
they'll
I'm
be
just
well
saying-
into it, they'll be well into it.
That's why I was just making sure, because
Okay.
then what do we do if they say no?
But we, like,
Then you go over budget.
And then we go over budget.
right. But we don't, I mean, we don't call out, like, normally when we have a new budget line item, do we make it a special article, or is it this just because we want to sort of heighten the visibility of this?
It's, you'd have a budget, I don't know, see, if you put it in the budget, you're right, you're voting the budget. So if you don't, a special article would have to be a special spreadsheet, I guess, I don't
I
know.
don't know, I'm just trying to,
It's not a special spreadsheet, is it?
No.
Oh, it's a special
No.
account.
No, you would,
It's not the budget account.
you would vote on the budget,
Yeah.
voters would vote on the budget, they would vote on special articles separately,
mhm.
and whatever's approved, the article would say, shall the voters approve raising 5,000 in taxes
Uh-huh.
for the boy with the boot? And then
Okay.
you're already gonna ask them, do you wanna raise X amount for the budget? You'd add those two together, and that's
Okay.
what you base your taxes on
Okay.
in August.
Okay,
Yes.
So,
okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'm
sometimes
just
you
wondering,
have
yeah,
to-
Yeah,
If you look at other people's ballots, like other towns, they'll have several, like
Yeah.
Clarendon will have a separate article of paving, and, you know, some towns have all the nonprofit requests are all line items.
Right.
Exactly.
Whatever gets approved gets, you know, added to the amount to be raised in taxes,
Right,
whenever
right.
you set your tax rate.
I guess I'm asking, because I'm thinking about, like, we talked about this capital reserve fund, would that be a special article, or would that just be part of the budget?
So
We haven't
sometimes,
decided yet.
You could do that, you could do it either way.
Okay,
some towns
Just curious.
do the same thing with paving. They say, we're gonna pave $80,000, but
yeah,
in the special article, would you like to do
Yeah.
40,000 more, and you try to sell it.
okay,
But, yeah, I see what you're saying. We already have a budget for the
Yeah.
boy in the boot.
No, I
We
guess,
have-
I understand how it works, it's just interesting, I didn't know what the
Right,
mechanics of that. So.
right. Okay. So how do people feeling? Do we want to, there's three different things that we could do. The fundraising, budget balance, or special articles.
So if we did a special article, then we probably wouldn't do like a fundraising campaign then, because then people would sort of wonder.
What's the difference?
Right,
Okay,
I was thinking though,
yeah.
we could sell the little ones to fundraise for the base.
make the little miniature board of the boots.
Yeah, because,
Because we need to do stuff for the base at some point, some
Right.
upkeep.
We have the little ones?
No, we'd have to order them. Like, I think this,
Yeah.
both companies said it was something they could do.
Yes, there's something that they can do, and we can order them, and then,
Start, have that line item
and
to
then by the
help
ones that are
save
purchased,
money.
that money could go towards the base
Yeah.
of the boy.
Brilliant.
Right, well, yeah, but as Rob was saying, there may be other things that we need to do, right?
Right, yes.
Okay.
So, how's everybody feeling? What are we
I
leaning
like,
towards?
I like the special article
Yeah,
idea.
I think you can say within a special article that some fundraising will go on to offset this amount, but the total amount needed is $5,000.
We should say that separately from the article, though. We shouldn't be in the
Special articles have
article.
to be yes or no.
So special articles, I guess, are yes or no
Okay,
items.
but what, I mean, that should get explained, like at the informational meeting,
Yeah.
and.
Because
we can-
we'll explain the article, and we can make that part of the discussion.
Right.
yeah. No, it seems like something that people would approve, I would think.
I think they would do. And then.
Yes,
And if for some chance it got voted down, which I doubt.
yes,
I mean, you're doing fundraising anyways.
right,
I think
right,
it'll get paid for one or the other.
But at least then it's,
okay. So,
Spur the fundraising on too.
what's that?
I said it would definitely spur the fundraising on.
Yes, it
too.
would.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. And another thing I like about the special article is that people get to feel like they're doing their part.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, does everybody read what's in the budget? Line by line to know that that's a part of it, so they know.
So for the
this is
special
part of it.
articles, can we go by consensus, or should this be a motion as well?
I'd do a motion for
Okay.
special article.
So I'm gonna make another motion that we include a special article on the town meeting warning requesting the town approve $5,000 be paid for the boy with the boot.
The replica.
The replica of the boy with.
I'll second that.
Okay. All those, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent.
We are moving on to VLCT PACIF Annual Review. We have in our packets the town's renewal documents, and Sandy has provided copies to the Highway Department and Transfer Station for review. There are no changes, and do we have any questions?
Sandy, I had that one question, I emailed you about that,
For the Dodge.
yeah,
Maybe double check on that.
there was just a difference in their evaluation and our evaluation of
Oh,
the
okay.
truck.
What's the difference in the valuation?
It's about 30,000, I think.
Oh, really?
I don't remember
That
exactly.
seems a little significant.
It seemed like they had the valuation, the value is sort of like what we financed, and we had it as the total cost of the truck.
Gotcha.
This was the Dodge, yeah. Our purchase price was $79,201. So I can make that known to VLCT on this renewal. I'll make that point.
Okay.
That was our purchase price.
Does anyone have anything else on this? Okay. Hearing no other questions or changes, I think we're good.
Yep.
Moving on, 10-year operation maintenance plan for Elfin Lake Public Beach Project. We have enclosed a 10-year operation maintenance plan for the Elfin Lake Public Beach Erosion Reduction Project. Do you have any comments, questions, or concerns?
So who does the inspections?
Well, I mean, we could ask the Conservation Commission, or, I mean, the state might come down once in a while. The grant folks might come down once in a while to look at it. But,
Do we have to report to them? Like, is this a part of a
No.
grant thing or something?
no, yeah, this is part of the grant,
Uh-huh,
but this is just, I mean, we've got, promise we're gonna maintain all of these items. And then they may send somebody down once in a while. We actually had somebody come down this summer to look at the ball field, because we got a grant like 20 years ago, and they wanted to make sure that it was still being used for rec, so they do
wow.
Okay.
check
So-
it
Yes.
time to time. I think in a few years, they wanna come down and make sure, we
Right.
just maintain that and
Yeah.
maintain the gardens as best we can, and clean
Right.
out the biotension.
So we don't need to certify that someone's going down, like, writes a report, everything looks good this year, or something like that?
No, nothing like that. We
Okay.
just, we're just signing this document saying that we will.
Okay,
It might end up, I mean, this might be one of those things that ends up being like the road crew doing. But, it could be one of those things when they put the dock in the summer, when they do it before the lake opens up, and then they take it out in the fall. That would be a good time, both times for them to
For them to
Check the-
check things over.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously during the summer, hopefully,
Right.
we will take care of the plantings ourselves.
Exactly.
With conservation's help, occasionally watering and whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be a collaborative effort too.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you want to authorize me to sign it once the Watersheds United Vermont approves the language? Okay.
Sure.
That's a yes? Okay, our next item, reappoint Rutland Emergency Management Coordinators. So Jim Bagnell and Michael Hughes are up for reappointment. These are one-year posts and they have both agreed to be reappointed. What would you like to do?
Move to reappoint Jim Bagnell and Michael Hughes for 1 year to the Rutland Emergency Management Council.
Is that a motion?
Yes.
Yes.
Second.
All, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you to Jim Bagnell and Michael Hughes.
Yes. Okay. Our next item is the added item for this evening. The first-class liquor license application. This is for Hottie's Eats and Catering, down by the post office on Main Street. It's a first class.
What does that mean, first class?
Yeah.
They can sell it in a restaurant type thing.
So they could, like, you could sit
could-
down, have a
Right.
slice piece and order a beer, or...
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Is
it's
it
So that's
hard-
first
hard-
class.
Hard liquor as well, or beer and wine? Do we know?
No,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm just curious.
Is it for just wine and beer, or is it also for hard liquor as well?
I think it's hard liquor. I think it's just
Wine and beer?
beer and wine.
Beer and wine would be,
I guess
Beer and wine?
probably
Yeah.
beer and wine. Yeah.
that's, there's different classes, right? First class.
Right. This is a first class
It
license.
says restaurant bar license.
Right.
Beer,
So-
wine, and
so
and
that's
ready-to-drink
serving-
spirits.
Serving
Okay.
liquor.
Ready to
Oh, you
drink
found it?
spirits?
Beer, wine, and ready-to-drink spirits for on-premise consumption.
Ready to drink.
Yes, a
ready to
Vermont first class liquor license permits an establishment to serve
Cider,
beer and
maybe?
wine on premises for on-premise consumption.
So it's
Does that include
So I think-
outdoors?
I think it might include like those, canned
hard ciders,
hard
stuff like that.
ciders, something that's already,
Mixed drinks.
exactly.
So this is only for indoors.
And they also have like, they've got like, there's like canned Mai Tais and there's
Yeah,
canned,
yeah, yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Which have normally lower alcohol percentages.
Yes, right. So I think that's the ready-to-drink part.
Yeah. Third class is where you get your spirits.
Right.
So third-class spirits.
That's what Stanti's got.
Yes, that's what, so, yes, so the Victorian Inn has a third class. First class is like,
The most basic.
First one to get it after Elizabeth Pub.
okay, oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was many years, nobody wanted a bar in this town.
So do we approve the application?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, agenda building.
We have a pretty, come, December, we have a pretty stacked agenda.
Yes. Yes. Whenever you get to budget season, your agendas are pretty well set. Yeah. Okay. So are we good with agenda building for now? I think we've got plenty on our plate. Okay. Select board comments and concerns.
Wonder if we heard anything from, the electric motor rebuild estimate.
Yes, it's on the next agenda.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's the next one.
So the solar panels are up.
I saw that the other day.
The electricity will be hooked up in early December.
Nice.
Okay.
That's great.
What's this?
The solar panels.
Solar panels are up.
Great.
Yeah, I saw them on
So-
Sunday.
I thought they would be, I mean, they're
Yeah.
not gonna,
Right.
Has anything Sandy, you know if anything's happened with the heat pumps upstairs?
He actually, Bill actually contacted us last week about getting up there. He was thinking of getting up there Friday. Jill told him there was bingo. So I think very soon. I think
Okay.
that's gonna happen very soon.
Because I think it's supposed to be done in November, right? Is that, I think
Yes.
it's the contract?
Yeah. So I think that'll be, yeah, and there's a $3,000 GMP credit too. But it expires at the end of the year, so it needs to get in.
Okay. Yes, has happened. Okay. We are on to other business. So I know I started looking at today the School Street Sidewalk project with the attached documents. If everybody can do that, that was great.
Quite detailed.
It is incredibly detailed and,
It's like every foot is like, we're doing this, we're doing this.
and it seems like we're now at that place where we're just about ready to bid, so.
Yeah.
Exciting times.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. We have an upcoming budget schedule. On December 1st, it will be capital, town government, and public safety. On December 15th, it will be recreation, highway, and appropriations. And on January 5th, 2026, it's administration, insurance, and revenue.
What does capital include at this point? Is that like the bridge fund and the?
It has, yeah, in current budget, we have the bridge, building, and highway reserve funds. The building is, just, we put 40,000 in that each, or the bridge we put 40,000 in, the building is whatever we get in revenue from AT&T. That's just what we budget each year for that, and then the highway, we put in 20 each year for that. I'll have Jill prepare like, the capital fund balances, so you see what all our fund balances are for all of those items.
Could I bump back to other business?
Sure.
I understand that because some years ago when the town contributed to the library budget, we got a position,
Yes.
a representative trustee on the Board of Trustees.
Yes.
I understand that our representative, Mr. Galliano, has resigned.
Okay.
So we need to find another representative.
We will. Usually what the library will do is the library will let us know that there is no longer a board representative on the board. I don't think we've received that correspondence yet.
It's just
Once we-
happened this week.
Once we receive that correspondence, then we will go about selecting, I think, whoever is the president of the board will ask and see who might be interested in being in that position. And then we can go about appointing someone new.
Because we go off of their
Would
recommendations
we
in the
want to
past.
put out the word ourselves that we'd welcome people to apply?
I
Well, it
think
was
once
people on the
we
board
hear,
before.
I think, once we hear, so first it was always somebody who is already on the, committee. Somebody who was already on the library board was that representative. But, and in the past, it was, the select board didn't want to accept anyone who was on the board, so that's when then the board went and reached out to others. So I think we need to let the library
Do theirs.
do their bit of business with us first, and then we can go ahead and discuss and see what our next steps are gonna be.
All right.
So it wouldn't be like one of us being in that position, it'd be
No,
somebody else.
no, it's someone else.
And being they work more with the library
Yes.
than us.
And it has all to do with the way their bylaws are written. Yes. But they do have that agreement with us, so that we are aware, because we do give them funding, that we can have someone from that board come to us as a representative.
Or somebody independent of the current board of trustees.
Yes, yes, then it is our final decision.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, great. I will entertain a motion.
Move to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
Second that.
All those in favor?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have 34 minutes back to your night.